If real life was a video game, what would be some loading screen tips? Fire hurts and you take fall damage. Oh, this game does have fall damage. You can use alcohol to temporarily boost your charisma and reduce your stress meter, but remember that this will also temporarily lower your dexterity and intelligence stats. People respond differently to you if you are naked and or have a weapon drawn. Bear in mind when developing relationships. The more you move your body, the easier it will be to move your body for the duration of your character's journey. But watch out for injuries that can give you permanent debuffs. Little Toe's hitbox is bigger than the model, beware. There are no checkpoints, so be careful. The charisma statistic may not seem to affect gameplay mechanics outside of dialogue, but in fact informs overall difficulty settings. Think carefully before interacting with NPCs. They may remember how you treat them and what you say. Past interactions will color future interactions. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Warning, permadeath enabled. Not if you max out Buddhist skill tree. Be careful about choosing your sexual encounters, you can never fuck somebody. Just because all the other players have completed a mission, doesn't mean you have to focus on the same one. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Life tip, regularly drinking water replenishes most stats over time. Edit, removed explanation of my original edit. Regularly drinking alcohol reduces resistance over time. Frozen waffles can be purchased at most food markets. Look both ways before crossing a street to avoid being hit by a car. She'll never be your girlfriend if you never talk to her. Remember to pay off your debt or train yourself to run faster. Choose your starting class carefully because each gets vastly different gear at the end of the tutorial. And reclassing is expensive and time consuming. Toasters are not a good substitute for bath bombs. Oh, that's why my kids keep dying. Licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets. Remember to always sleep early for extra energy points. Not bathing or washing your clothes will affect interaction options and outcomes. Stay hydrated. Check your posture. Risking farts helps increase player comfort, but it can damage your social standing, sometimes dramatically. A girl I liked invited me over when her parents were away. I farted while we were sharing a small couch and she kicked me out of her house. If I hadn't have farted, my children would have had different faces. If you have plans after date, do not eat garlic bread. If you did eat garlic bread before plans, make sure to share. If your character is not physically appealing to NPCs, try investing points in the humor skill tree or grind the economics skill. Beware of side quest Reddit, it will slow your progress on the main game. Respawns are disabled in this mode. Avoid the extra chromosome perk during the character build. It sounds helpful, but will likely be more of a hindrance. The wiki, this is a hidden hard mode. It is not recommended to activate this the first time you play through. Not all nice people want to have sex with you. Not all people who want to have sex with you are nice. Start saving for retirement early. That shit compounds. Don't eat yellow snow. Also don't get your dick caught in a sliding glass door. Remember, press X for avoiding peer pressure when confronted with something you don't like. Your words carry meaning, so be careful and think about the sentences you construct. Feel threatened? Join an MMA gym. Ensure finding a companion while still low level, as it gets harder as you level up. Instructions unclear. Now in prison. Why are you playing such a fucking awful game? The intro sucked. Admit it, you've forgotten it. The tutorial was 18 years long. Your best skill tree is laundry, exams or safe driving. You get one life. You can't respawn. You constantly have to eat and drink. Your companions are dicks. To unlock the helicopter takes a shit ton of grinding. This is a shitty game. And the story fucking sucks. Use birth control. Character creation is a lot more fun when you don't actually make a new character. Improve your intelligence stat by using your phone less during class. The social stat is always in the negatives, so be careful when leaving the house. Look out for objects on the ground. You, the player, lack depth perception. Answer carefully when talking to NPCs or other players. They could be on 1 horsepower and really need support. Be sure to drink plenty of water and eat enough food to reduce the chances of status effects such as fatigue, dizziness, fainting, weakness, and in extreme cases, getting a game over. To remove some status effects and raise your energy gauge, get some sleep in a bed. Got bored lol. That 4th one really makes you think. You really never know who's on their last HP. Warning. You have selected the default game mode, Hell on Earth. Life will be very difficult for you. In order to change your game mode, please go to the menu, enter the Konami code backwards and select a difficulty from the list. You cannot open the menu while in game. Produced by a relative of Tyrannosaurus, eggs go great in ramen. Condoms cost a couple bucks. Raising a child to age 18 can cost well over $200,000. To make money, go to your job and press A repeatedly. Location, Walmart. Mission, get toilet paper. Tips, you can buy food to lengthen your life. Don't stress yourself, it's just a game. Don't forget to stretch. If it's late night, and you see 2 guys approaching, you better have your running skills high. Don't stick it in crazy / let crazy stick it in you. Breath like you are smelling a flower. Make it deep and slow. Why did you turn on my manual breathing? Pay your taxes to not get imprisoned. Laughs in billionaire. Your actions are permanent, and will be remembered. Crippling depression is a permanent debuff with no known cure, only some treatments that widely vary in their effectiveness. You can pet the doggos. There is only one life, there are no respawns, and you can't start a new game after you die. Smoking tobacco might increase coolness points slightly, but your max HP will decline over time and your smell points will skyrocket, which might cause a drop in your social interaction points. Alcohol is okay every once in a while, but drinking too much will diminish your max HP and cause your character to make bad decisions when the game is turned off. You won't know what you'll come back to when you turn the game back on. Be careful with your happiness points. They're easy to lower, but very difficult to raise. Maintain a healthy work-life balance, or else your sanity might get low and cause problems. Don't let your anger points get too high. If they do, find a healthy outlet for all the built-up rage. Higher education is expensive, but important. A college degree greatly increases your employability points. That's my attempt to make life stuff sound like a role-playing video game. I can probably come up with more. It made the alcohol one a little more clear. We recommend starting location North America for new players, Asia for normal and Africa for survival experience. What's Europe? Having trouble maintaining friendships? Check your Rhoda status. Your skill attributes were randomly determined by 2 other players. You start with nothing, and must rely on other players to survive. After an 18-year tutorial, no additional tips will be provided. You have 1 life. Don't die. Hand gestures mean different things in different countries. Don't forget to drink water, you will die if you are unable to find water for 3 days. Don't forget to eat food, you will start taking ongoing damage if you don't eat for more than a week. Be sure to camp in a safe place, the game continue when you are offline. As you level up, you will gain points to assign to skill trees. Some skill trees are unavailable to you. Drinking water increases stamina and health. Saving can only be done in a bed, and takes ideally 8 hours. Your choices has consequences, no cheat save to reload. If you start to feel dizzy or low on life essence, take a break from the game. Alcohol gives you lots of stamina and extrovertness, as well as dance moves, but decreases charisma, health, balance and intelligence. Reaching level 18 unlocks hard mode. She's not interested in you pal, just move on. Smoking adds a -10 to lung capacity, -5 to lifespan and a +2 to coolness. The more attractive you are, the more easier life will be for you. Attractive people are just pussies playing on easy. Raise your stats at college for a chance of access to better currency and items. Beware, this map often results in accruing nothing but debt and drug habits. Blobfish were created from a coding glitch. / be sure to get enough sleep, as it affects all other stats. / there are no NPCs. Beware of your actions. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Sleeping doesn't reset your exhaustion. Make sure to take 6 to 8 hour break for every 24 hours lived. Wash your hands before eating to decrease the chances of disease. Your playstyle determines how your character recharged their energy. The available classes to choose from are extrovert, introvert, and ambivert. If another player asks for your username and password, don't give it to them. Official game staff will never ask for your password. Did you forget to clean your belly button? I bet you did. I bet you haven't cleaned that filthy thing in months. The karma meter is for novelty purposes only. Don't always eat the cheap stuff. It can damage your max HP and stamina. Being born rich helps. It's easier to stay thin than to lose weight. Male enemies tend to have a weak spot between the legs. It takes extra damage from melee attacks. Warning. If your attractiveness stat is too low, any act of kindness will be interpreted as being creepy. Condoms are cheaper than diapers. Don't dig straight down. Hygiene is a repeatable quest. You cannot survive without oxygen, remember to breathe. Speak softly and carry a big stick or a shotgun. Having trouble getting a date? Try being attractive. Ancient NPCs may appear in locations they frequented. This is a system bug where they appear to be alive. Please report these events so that they may be patched. Peeing on the side of the bowl is stealthier than the middle. Don't forget to bring a towel. Doors may not always open the way their handle may indicate. Don't be honest, it might end up stabbing you in the back. The sentence remains true if it said dishonest instead. I think the main point is you may get stabbed. Damage taken as a result of combat is usually permanent. Pick your fights wisely. Do not remove your arms. They're good for doing stuff. Don't stick forks, or any metal object that doesn't belong there for that matter, into electrical outlets. When looting, leave no stone unturned. Having a hard time? Try being better. The easiest way to earn funds is simple. Just don't be poor. Tired of bad living conditions? Pick a better spawn zone next time. Decrease loading times by turning off the game. Unlock fast travel with over-the-counter sleep aids. Had enough of the vanilla experience? Try our list of expanding illicit drug DLC packages to spice things up. If your outgo exceeds your income, the upshot is your downfall. The goal is to survive. Committing suicide is not recommended.